how would you describe these three words? Grit, gumption, and guts.
Okay, good evening everyone, and wow, I feel like I'm back in that Indian school system with this question. I'm going to not maybe define all the three words, and I'm going to maybe talk to the smattering of men who are in this room as well. But I think grits, gumption and guts is something that you need regardless of your gender. What makes it interesting for women is, I think, we tend to undersell ourselves a little bit, and therefore just having the guts to put yourself out there, take on the challenges, be able to say, me, is perhaps the one difference that I would see. So, tough topic, happy to be here.
Thank you very much. Prativa, I'm coming to you. As a woman leader in technology, it's clear that your leadership journey must have also involved a fair bit of share of these three words that we have spoken about. What can you share with our audience, what it meant and what it took from you to reach where you are today?
Definitely grit, gumption and control. And I'll start with a few examples. And I was telling someone I complete almost 3 decades in the tech industry. Got many opportunities to go and take up some role in US and do some projects out of there. But I decided to stay put in India. And I have done projects on shop floors, in cement factories, in oil refineries. And early days when I started as a software engineer, and I was working for PwC, one of our projects was in Nepal. It was a World Bank funded cement dilapidated plant, and all the men were going there to rehabilitate that. There was a financial restructuring, tech restructuring. I was in Calcutta, and they never considered girls to go to that project. And like one day I asked our CEO, why I want to go there. But how will you go? There is no toilet in that cement factory. Full day, what will you do? I'll say, I have grit. They say, only at lunch break you can go. There is on top of this factory is in a valley. On top of the hill, there is the guest house. So at lunch break, people go there. So if you can get your biological clock to control yourself for half a day, then of course you can go there.
Pavitra, you operate in a sector which I would say is completely male dominated. I started off on the real estate beat as a reporter almost 17, 18 years ago, and everybody was male. It is the same largely today. How did you break into this space, and what kind of challenges have you faced that you would like to share with our audience here?
Hi, good evening everyone. So first of all, I'm not a civil engineer or nothing technical in terms of my background. I'm more of a finance person. So for me, I understand numbers, and numbers are friendly. And I used that as my way to understand the business. And I realized that, especially in a technical industry like real estate, a lot of people assume you need to know, how the building is going to come up or the structure, and sure, that is how, you do your business. But when you can start asking pointed questions as to why something is happening a certain way, or how are we doing our processes, or whatever it may be, people start to realize, hey, she seems to know what she's talking about.
Women in the startup space, entrepreneurship, fundraising, while the startup story has been celebrated for several years across India, how do women square up in the startup space in India? Is it a welcoming field for them? Have they been able to break barriers more so in a tech-driven startup environment, or do they still face multiple challenges?
Thanks, Siddharth. First of all, thank you for having me here, and congratulations to BT for 21 years to be running this brand. Incredible. I think it was touched upon by the previous speakers. Women have always had a tough time. Let's be very honest. It's just that in most societies, not only India, you see there's a preconceived notion of the place of women in society, right? And that has to be broken. So that's the first challenge that is necessary to be broken. Second, what happens is women are not grown, are not nurtured to take risks. They are built under a conservative mindset. So there's a second barrier they have to kill. And the third, in many large part of our society, let's eliminate a lot of people who are sitting here in this hall, but a very large part of society don't own assets in reality. They don't take the decisions of the assets that they own. There's someone else who's taken, father, brother, husband, son, whoever. So there are challenges that a woman entrepreneur faces, all of these challenges. And if you don't own real assets, you're not going to get debt. So there are a number of things that they have to face.